if your work turns into a job, it's time to do something about it or find a new line of work. As a gaming entrepreneur, something that's really passionate for me is to create meaningful entertainment. Now, as a parent of 2 young kids, something that's very dear to me is to create for them worlds. Worlds that they can dive into, and worlds that expand their minds, engage their natural learning abilities that they're born with, and worlds that nurture their sense of wonder and curiosity about the world around them. Now, as a human being, what I've decided is that I gotta use this life and all the resources in it at my disposal to use gaming technologies, processes, and the storytelling abilities of the medium to teach young people to value and nurture ecosystems around the world. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't just come up with this in one shot. It took me close to 15 years to reorient myself into this. In 1993, I left the city, Cochin, I call it home, to go to Los Angeles. My purpose was to learn animation and to enter this magical world of entertainment. And I did it. I graduated from UCLA, and the best part is I got to animate dinosaurs. I brought all my life experiences about animals and brought them to life through my hands. And the best part was that I was talking and interacting with my hero, Steven Spielberg. Very soon, the dinosaur games started to turn into war games. Actually, under Steven's guidance, he was trying to define a new way of telling the story of the war. And that, for me, was an incredibly noble aspiration. And so the entire team just dove into that. And now I was not animating dinosaurs anymore. I was animating soldiers running, jumping, throwing grenades, and I was inventing different ways of shooting behind corners to work with the AI. Now, this is the other thing. It was not simply animation, because this is a complete medium where everything is interconnected with everything else, and that's the magic for me. Because we were creating a virtual world. One of the most incredible moments I had at that time was one of the simplest also. I was showing Steven Spielberg 450 ways to shoot a Nazi. The joy was not just in the animation, it was how it worked with the AI, artificial intelligence, how it worked with object collisions, so it can detect everything. This is a virtual human being that we are putting under great duress with a virtual weapon. So I showed him how you can shoot him on the leg and he would pop. You could shoot him on his arm and he would flinch and the weapon would just get thrown off. You could shoot him on his head, and that's called a melon shot, by the way. One shot kill. I covered pretty much the whole body. But we were having fun. And this is the level of immersion that brings all that to my mind. The magic to me was the fact that we were creating the illusion of intelligence. Is a powerful proposition for a medium. Video games have always been dark, but what was important to know is that the new crop of technology was making it more real. And I began to notice that this is not a game anymore. I'm beginning to feel the pain of who I'm shooting at now. And that changed the entire thing slowly for me. And then my son, Krishna, was born. And when he was born, I remember thinking, is this the best I can do? Is this the best way of using this incredible technology? Is this the best way that you can actually engage an audience using virtual worlds? What more can I do? And then soon after, when Maya was born, I realized that the answer just is staring at me in my face. I need to take all my energy and my resources to try to create something that I would consider a little more meaningful. For kids, the timing was incredibly right. It was right in the middle of the financial collapse. And so, but what I found was good ideas can attract good people. It attracted not just my core team and my collaborators, but it attracted pretty much everybody I spoke to, including great companies around the world that were willing to just participate in this, and also really good investors. So, explore Pangea. Pangea is a term of a long gone time when all the world was wrapped around by one continuous landmass, a supercontinent. And in this supercontinent, as far as I'm concerned, anything is possible. Anything that has a backing of science, that is. And that provides it created an incredible platform for little kids to go around and start exploring and gather knowledge, except that they do not know it is knowledge they're gathering. They're just having fun. A bit difficult to do that because it's quite easy to engage an audience if you have a gun in the hand. All you need to do is shoot, and you get an instant reaction. The question was, and this was the biggest challenge, how would I do that for a world that's about nature? What can I provide for the kids? A stick? Or a pebble? Or a rock? Or actually, that's exactly what I did. I realized that when I would go out to the woods with my kids or my friends' kids, if they have nothing in their hands, they're bored. But if they have something in their hands, they're having a lot of fun. You should try that. They will interact with trees with a stick. They will interact with bodies of water with a pebble. And they will interact with dirty water, especially if they have fresh clothes on. That was a very interesting idea because the entire Pangea opened up for us. But the challenge again was this. They have to somehow like nature through this and want to engage with nature. So I put it on a laptop in the middle of my son's birthday party and try to see what happens. If it was simply left in the field of view of kids, I was amazed to see that pretty much in 20 minutes, everyone was there. And they were having a lot of fun, but something startling happened. And that I realized that they chewed through all that content that we had created in about 4 months in about 2 hours. But it taught me something extremely important. And that is there's that feeling that kids are like little AI beings. They are continuously seeking out weaknesses in the system. This is the reason I did not have to show them anything. I did not have to show them how to do certain things in this. They figured it all out. They simply engaged naturally. I'm going to show you a very small glimpse into a very vast world that is Pangea. And the purpose of all this is my secret goal, which is to use technology to make caretakers of kids. I don't want them to take care of just a virtual pet. I want them to take care of complete virtual worlds, various ecosystems, because I believe that would prepare them the best as a sensitive human being as they pass out of their childhood and they begin to interact with the real world. Thank you.